Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. Oh, God, sorry. My nose was just, and I just couldn't even focus for a moment. Anyway, welcome back to Year of the Batman. Today's Batman Beyond episode is Babel, which I'm currently fucking doing right now. For context, if you don't know the tale, in the Bible, there was this story of how some people were building a tower to heaven and God made it so everybody started speaking a different language so they couldn't coordinate properly. So that's kind of where the babble of the title comes from. Um, so yeah, there's the context for you. So it starts off Batman and Batman. I'm already babbling. Fuck. Batman and Bruce, they're working on repairing the bat suit because Terry was in a fight with Mad Stan and he threw a grenade and the shrapnel like shredded a good portion of his suit. So they're talking about whatnot, and then all of a sudden Ace goes absolutely fucking ballistic. Like he tries to get Terry, he tries to get Bruce. Like he's just being a bad dog. So then Terry he takes him uh to the vet where he finds out like all the animals are going fucking ballistic and Max is there too with her cat and she's just like, "Oh my god, this is so nuts. Can you imagine what's going on in the zoo right now?" And Terry's like, "Oh, fuck." So he runs off to go take care of that, which I don't know if he like left Ace with Max. If so, kind of a dick move because I love Max. I think she's a great character. I think she's a badass. But I don't think she's strong enough to take on Ace, or at least hold him back. Like, that is a fucking massive beast of a dog. like, I don't know. I mean, they had to have, like, heavily sedated him if that were the case, because Ace is not to be fucked with. So, anyway, Terry goes to the zoo, and some elephants had escaped because it was built kind of like a downward pit, and the elephants just ran up the hill and just bashed through the fence. Which I'm like, couldn't have had any other way to keep the elephants in. And then a gorilla got out by like just beating the shit out of the bars and whatnot. I'm like, guys, I feel like it's not even the animals being pissed. It's just like you don't know how to properly measure the true strength of an animal to contain it. So Terry, he has a fight with a gorilla, an elephant, and then all of a sudden the animals just stop. So he goes back to Bruce, and Bruce is like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was not a coincidence because um, at midnight and at 2 o'clock, when both of these events occurred, the military was reporting a lot of sound interference at both times. So they were like, oh shit, you know who's into sound? Fucking Shriek." And turns out their hunch was correct. Shriek was the one that's behind this. I don't know if you remember. He's like the guy with like the sound suit. And at the end of the last episode he was in, he lost his hearing completely. So he's back trying, like, literally his sole motivation is just revenge on Batman for taking his hearing, which, to be fair, yeah, I kind of get that because, like, losing any of your senses, that is like a huge detriment. I mean, if I have to lose any scent, I think I'd probably give up like smell. But if I couldn't hear, man, I'd be pissed. So, I think it's a valid crash out. Valid. So he is working with some henchmen who I swear it genuinely looks like if an elf and a crack addict had a baby. Like, I really don't know how else to describe it because he's got like these pointed ears and this pale skin and like long flowing pink hair. But I'm just like, is that a future thing? Like, you're the first person I've seen with pointed ears. Are you some kind of mutant? Like, what's going on there? It does like not explain him whatsoever. I'm just like, all right, I guess this is happening. So uh, Terry he goes back to the Batcave, and him and Bruce are talking, and then all of a sudden, it's like they're completely babbling to each other. Like Bruce is saying something and it's just coming out as gibberish, and Terry says something and he's hearing gibberish, which I don't know if they just told the voice actors to just say a bunch of random stuff, or if they like had a actual script and just played it backward. I'm not quite sure. It's just babble. It really is just babble. So Terry goes out, and then the whole city it's just in fucking chaos. Like, um, which is it's funny because like if you text it to somebody, like that works just fine. So I feel like if like I could not understand somebody or anybody around me, like the first thing I would do is be like, "Can you read this?" But I mean, shit is hitting the fan. Like there is wrecks, there's like crashes. There's just like a lot of altercations. People are just like going crazy and starting fights. It's a whole big mess, and Terry has to deal with like part of it. But eventually, it does go away. And at the police station, Barbara, she gets a call, um, and Shriek is like, "Hey, guess what? I'm out. I was let out because they cured me, but guess what? They didn't. So bring me Batman, or the next time this happens, it's going to be way more deadly, and a lot more people are going to die. So deuces." So uh, Commissioner Gordon, she contacts Bruce and Batman. She's like, "Hey, so I know that you've done a lot of good for the city, but if you could like give yourself up, that would be pretty cool." And then Bruce, he's like, "No, fuck you guys. Like, he has done so much. I'm not giving up on him at all." But it's ultimately Terry's call, and he goes off and he has like a conversation with Max, and she's like, "Yeah, a whole bunch of people will be lost and whatnot, but think of like the loss it'll mean to your mom, to your brother, to uh, Dana, boo, and also to me." Which I'm like, yeah, yeah, Max, get that romance going, get that fucking Terry Max. I don't know, Dax. Is that a good ship name? Or no, Tax. No, it wouldn't be Tax. I don't like Tax. So Max and Mary. Yeah, Mary. There we go. Yeah, because they should get married and fuck Dana. I hate Dana. Oh, but yeah. So Terry, he ultimately decides that he's gonna turn himself in, but then he's like, "Oh shit, that's it. That's where he's at. This is where that little cocksucker's hiding." So he's looking at a map of Gotham, and then he figures out that this like one weirdly shaped tower, it's shaped exactly like a tuning fork. So that is how Shriek is able to produce all that sound and affect it like an entire city, because it's just one big ass tuning fork. So he gets there, but Shriek anticipates this, and he starts attacking him, and he's got this new move where he like puts his speakers to like he points it in the ground and like shoots a blast, and then it like travels through the ground like a traveling earthquake to create a shockwave. It's kind of cool. So they're having a good fight, and then eventually he like turns up the juice on like the tuning fork, and like everybody in the whole city is just like absolutely screwed over because they're hearing this like deafening sound, but he's not even slightly affected by it because he's deaf, except when he's wearing the suit and has like a certain headset on, I think. Um, so yeah, Terry, he can like barely even contain himself, and then he like dives down into the building, and he's like trying to fiddle with the console, and the one henchman, he attacks him, and Terry throws him off, and like he hits a console, and then all hell breaks loose. Like that one console that he threw him on, it wasn't built to be messed with, because like the moment that guy's butt hit it, it just like started just completely breaking down. So the whole building's coming apart. So Terry and that one guy get out of there, and as the building's like falling, Shriek's like right under the debris, and Terry's like, "Shriek, get the fuck out of there!" And Shriek's like, "No, fuck you. You're just scared. You jerk." Bam, and he gets like fucking crushed. At least so we think. We don't see a body. Um, But yeah, everything goes back to normal, and yeah, that's it. So I mean, kind of wild plot, but I mean, it was just a big old revenge story. Really cool stuff in there, especially with like the sound manipulation. Oh yeah, how he did it. He manipulated the air molecules when people talk, so that's why everybody was hearing gibberish back, because every time you talk, it like gets distorted into something else. I don't really know the science behind that or how that would work, but yeah. Um, but yeah, fun episode, good episode. Gotta hate Dana. Max and Terry really need to be with each other. Their chemistry is just so much better. It's just so much better. It is painfully better. Um, just, but yeah, good stuff overall. I think I'm negating like 4-1 because it is an above average episode. I don't think it's like a 7 perfect tops episode. It is still really good. So I'm debating between a 5 and a 6. And honestly, I don't really have too much to complain with. Maybe like the beginning and ending conversation that Batman and Terry had, it's kind of like a little subpar, but I mean, it wasn't bad, I guess. But yeah, good action, good fighting, good motivation. It's very different. I like that. Bringing back an old villain, it's always fun. You know what? I'll give it a 6 out of 7. I'll be generous. It's a good episode. I liked it a lot. So yeah, that was Babel. Sorry for the babbling. So bye bye.